We have some big news coming out for MLB The Show 25. Sony San Diego Studio just dropped a 2-minute and 51-second video about some of the biggest changes to gameplay. We're going to go over the video and go over the biggest changes. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on this, what to expect, and these are some big ones. So let's jump right into it.
First up, ambush hitting. Ambush is a new feature that allows you to emulate a real major league hitter by choosing which side of the plate you think the pitcher is going to attack. Guess right, and the plate coverage indicator will grow, giving you a bigger sweet spot and a slight improvement to your swing timing. Guess wrong, and your PCI will shrink, making it more difficult to line up your bat.
So this is a big one because I have no idea if we're going to be able to see it live when the PCI gets bigger or smaller, or if it's just going to be a feedback kind of thing. That's more like guest pitch, right? We've had guest pitch in offline modes for a while. So I don't know how that's going to play online. I'm curious to know more about that on the deep dive on Thursday, but also from the pitching side of things, right? Are they going to know when the hitter is doing or taking advantage of this ambush? And this ambush hitting, you can use it basically one or two ways, right? You can protect against your weakness or make your strength even more of a strength. I'm curious to learn more about this, but let's check out the next one.
Similar to outfielders' hit reactions in MLB The Show, we now have 3 different reaction time animations for infielders. These animations scale from the fastest to the slowest jump, depending on your fielder's reaction time attribute. On average, your top-rated fielders will trigger the quickest start transition, while lower-rated players will experience slight delays. You get instant feedback as arrows shoot out of the player marker indicating your jump. Blue is the fastest, green is average, and yellow is the slowest. This will be a game changer.
Now a jump throw. That's a great play.
Now in this one, the one thing that I caught my attention is that they did mention the reaction attribute, right? So we're going to be looking at reaction attribute a little bit more. Back in the day, we didn't really look at clutch for hitting, right? But once we found out that with runners in scoring position, your PCI would get bigger based on the clutch attribute, then we started looking at clutch. And that might be one of those things for MLB The Show 25, where we start paying a little bit more attention to reaction, but it has to happen. It has to have a big impact for us to really focus on that. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. But if it does, fielding will matter in MLB The Show 25, and I think that's huge. A lot of the times we just pick the players for the bat. We don't really care about the fielding, but if it's going to be this big of a difference, it will matter. So I'm curious to learn more about this reaction time. Let's see the next one.
New in MLB The Show 25 is GOAT Difficulty. GOAT Difficulty will challenge you in a way that's never been experienced in MLB The Show. Faster fastballs, bigger breaks on off-speed pitches, tighter swing timing windows, and a smaller PCI to challenge the best of the best.
GOAT Difficulty is here. I'm having a hard time on Hall of Fame. I have a hard time on Legend. I cannot imagine what GOAT Difficulty will feel like. It's going to be very tough, but this is going to be interesting. And I wonder, when is it going to be implemented in online, right? Is it going to be past 900, past 1,000, past 1,200? Is it just going to be for those top 50 players, those players that grind the leaderboard? It was definitely a nice addition. I think a lot of the top players, or some of the top players, the game is too easy for them. They score 20, 30 runs. It doesn't happen often. It's not every single game, but it happens quite a bit. This is going to be a little bit more of a challenge, and I'm curious to see how that looks. Now, faster pitches, I'm assuming something like a couple ticks on the sliders. If you remember in batting practice, you can mess a little bit with the sliders and the pitch will come in even faster than Legend. So I'm assuming it's something like that. And as far as PCI size, maybe we'll go back to what the pitchers used to have. That's PCI for pitchers used to be extremely small. So I'm assuming something similar to that, but it's going to be very difficult. And if it's past 900, past 1,000, past 1,200, if it's past 1,200, I don't have to worry about. 1,000 maybe, but we'll see. See the next one.
The new jump indicator allows for more catch animations to be played from even more directions and jump timings than ever before. Get to the warning track early, and if your meter gets into the green jump zone, you can tap the jump button, and a leaping home run robbing animation will play from whatever your attack angle and timing is. If you get to the right location, the animation chosen will time your jump appropriately. The rest is up to your fielder's ability.
I like this one a lot. Home run robbery. And this could be interesting because they did mention, again, fielder's ability. So diamond defender, does that mean they're going to have a better chance at robbing the home runs than the others? Also, skill gap, right? It's gonna be based on timing as well. So the better you are at that, the better, I guess, chances at robbing the home run you will have. But also, I want to see this bar only on balls that are robbable. Don't show me the bar when I'm actually not even capable of robbing the home run. So that's going to be a nice addition. I like that. And I'm sure there's going to be tons of animations included on this. So let's check out the other one.
The new throw accuracy meter has been adjusted and is now more of a high-risk, high-reward mechanic. The perfect, or blue region, will now be at the end of the good, or green, instead of in the middle of it. Now, if you miss late, your throw will be in the offline, or wild, or red zone. The better your fielder's throw accuracy attribute, the bigger your good and perfect regions will scale.
The tag, and he's out into play.
And this is a big one. I like this one a lot. Obviously, there's some more skill gap to it. In MLB The Show 24, we had the perfect throw was right down the middle. So if you were a little early or a little late, it was still a good throw. Obviously, perfect throw was a lot better, but it was still a good throw. Now, having that perfect throw at the very end is going to be, like they mentioned, high risk, high reward, right? Do you want to play it safe with a good throw? Or if you know you need a perfect throw to throw the runner out, you're going to risk it, but there's a chance that you might go into the red and miss the whole thing up. So it's going to be interesting to see this one. Obviously, I want to see how big of a difference is going to be a diamond defender or somebody with a 90+ arm accuracy compares to somebody that has a 70-something one, right? I want to see a big difference when it comes to that because I want fielding to matter. So I'm curious about that, but should be good.
From the start of the play to the end of it, everyone on the field will move like true MLB players with hundreds of new animations in MLB The Show 25.
And obviously, we're going to have a ton of new animations. I'm assuming some to the reaction time, maybe infield, also with the outfield, like I mentioned, robbing that home runs. And this was just an overview. We're going to have the deep dive. They're going to go, I'm assuming, a stream, or I don't know if it's going to be a longer in-depth video coming out on Thursday. We're still waiting to see more information on that. But this is just an overview on some of the biggest gameplay features and changes coming to MLB The Show 25, which I cannot wait to hear more about that. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Which of these new features or changes is your favorite? Let me know. For me, I'm really curious about that ambush hitting. I do want to learn more, but it can be a game changer, or it might be something that we don't even use because it's not worth it. We'll see. I guess we'll learn as we learn more. We'll see what we do with that. But again, cannot wait for more MLB The Show 25 news. If you want to stay up to date on MLB The Show 25 and get some more content for MLB The Show 24 coming, make sure to subscribe, like, and I'll check it on the next one.